It might be easier to live without one, some strongly propose, but does this carry a heavier task or heighten the risk? A surety of your status lacking validity and suspending one's efforts to make lives much better is competitive. Unprecedented pressure to put food on the table as the sole breadwinner, playing both roles is tricky, or rather a burden that many take by the horns. There's no outright winner provided the dependents have needs to be satisfied. I love to big up all who work towards women empowerment because believe me, without some of them, we couldn't be having most of the influential men in the world. Shallow graves always lead to unclear circumstances after the lost souls are long gone. My father once suggested that I get into politics, knowing not its roots, its firm yet extravagant branches, and its pregnant chronicles. Don't be what others want you to be. Be what you want to be, but forget not that it's God who gives and takes. What will a cheetah live for without a thoroughly established feast? If life was a magical wheel, I will spin it to where I wanted to go to and shake off this hard life that I was submerged into with no say. If he hadn't quit that job, I would have finished my studies and probably be the best doctor of all time. Having polished my studies, I could now be earning as much to live a lavish life I've always dreamed of. Still, I knew his risky schedule was able to take him away from us. I doubt taking action into my own hands, for my freedom out there will be guaranteed. The drugs I love to chew have now become a menace, and I don't know the danger lying ahead. All I can do is just hope for a better tomorrow and count down days to my grave. Tricky, right? Seeing others live to see their better halves and children while no one has ever cared to come see me. Is this what fate looks like? Being deprived the chance to go back to how it all used to be in the beginning. If only I could, then this wouldn't be my sentence. Progress is what everyone dislikes not. To experience what goes on beyond the skies is more than just words to me. Total silence in my sleep signifies peace and contentment of the world within and without. Growth is what we call one who doesn't plan his goals well. I've not heard of one trying to dismiss my passion, which is not vivid to many, but the few that are aware have nothing to say. My glow shines brighter than the morning star, and is as beautiful as the horizon. Days of my demise are nowhere to be seen, so I live my life like I mean it. He alone guides my thoughts and aligns my path, not to darkness, but light in abundance. Some think I'm so bitter for nothing, but the truth is that I'm working so hard to leave a pure legacy. The difference between today and the day after is the effort one ignites to make a change. I don't like ice cream because I have no chills. I adapt to a character only if it fits me for the time. It's not easy to win a medal, but as long as I'm living, I still will. To be me, you have to be a fighter, to stand out amidst calamities and all hateful accusations. In this world of ours, it's best to leave the cycles aside and focus on the dreams you once wrote down on your diary and kept praying for every morning and night. It's impossible to win, impossible to pursue and become what you want to be, are words of madness of the highest capacity. You've got to stop existing and start living like I do. Many question my success, many court my favor, but today I'll say it and say it aloud. I'm what I wanted to be because of God's grace. I cannot leave aside His grace because if righteousness could be gained through the law, then Christ died for nothing. It's a conviction from deep inside. It's like a seed soaring to grow in the desert, but I keep watering mine, and I don't know if you'll be doing the same. Mama always told me to keep on keeping on, not that I wasn't doing it good, but not as it was supposed to be done. The sky is the limit, I heard people say, but I've gone past it and far beyond. You just need to believe in yourself and to have something watching out for you. I know he's watching out for me. What about you? I've lost all connection. I veered off, thinking it was just a competition. But with a takeoff in time, I could not mention the extent at which the pandemic had swiped past the nation. Oh, I'm the voice of the vulnerable, the weak, and disregarded in the society. My education has been forced to take an untimely halt since the time the first case was announced in my country. Oh, Kenya, the land of milk and honey, blessed with all but withholding much. Leaders claim to be putting measures in place to catapult the abomination back to its sizzling source. Burdens too heavy to drag on the ground, but we have been made invisible, and our patriots have been blackmailed into the upper hand, caring not of our misfortunes. Enrollment into the best yet worst militia guns has and will forever be the only choice of the people, electing brutal leaders to bring massacre upon the lives of the young and feeble, unless someone, just someone, could hear our attempts to breathe our last in peace, restore upon us our own. We need justice for our losses, and at last we shall rise.